What's good, YouTube land? Happy Thanksgiving. Canadian Thanksgiving. The obviously better Thanksgiving. A. And today, I'm going to be reviewing a Wingfinger. But not this one. Oh no. This Wingfinger. So yes, we're going to wrap up the trilogy of brand new Beast Wars characters given skeletal dino modes who become weapons and armor for other characters with a Pteranodon. So there's pictures of him. There's a Maximal symbol up top. Because, yeah, I don't know. There's that picture. I think I... Did I take out the character card? I don't remember. Anyway, the character card is Dinobot. And whatever he's doing here, I guess being reformatted. I can't read Cybertronian. So, here we go with Wingfinger in his Pteranodon, Pterodactyl, whatever the hell you want to call it, mode. Yep. There you go. Freaking Pteranodon looks more like a pelican to me. Given the... Come on. Ah! I'm lucky he doesn't have a Pikachu in his mouth. Yes, for some reason they released 2 Predacons and a Maximal. At least at retail. Because... Here, freaking size comparison. Here's Ractonite, who got repainted into a Maximal. And here's Paleotrex, who did get repainted into a Maximal. Both of them Generation Selects. I don't feel like transforming, transmutate. And here's the little old Fracture. And apparently, the three different molds can combine into one official, not Tripredicus, non-Predicus. But the hilarious thing, there's no instructions for that. The instructions for Wingfinger do not have the combined mode on them. Where's my instructions for Wingfinger? Waspinator, Transmutate, Wingfinger. Yeah, in these instructions, there's Robot to Pteranodon, and then Pteranodon to his weapon modes. I would have liked to have instructions on how to combine them properly, but I don't know, maybe a different release comes with them. But here we go with the skeletal swoop. I did like it quite a bit. Just give you a good look at everything. Hilariously, hello. He's got face crotch. But there is a lot of variety for as long as I've been messing with this mode. Because you can flip his head. I'll show off articulation in a bit, but just some things you can do. You can put him in a sort of pseudo straight up pose, like this. You can kind of stand there. Though looks, I'm not sure. You can do that. You can make it weird. Stick his head back there. You can, speaking of combined modes, this is the combined mode head right there, and it does have a peg, so you can have you can scalp a pteranodon and have him wearing a robot head. Something, I'm not sure. I think I wasted all my pteranodon puns in the Transmail Pterosaur video. So that's just articulation for this mode. The head is on a swivel, or not? It's not a swivel. It's on a hinge. I'm not the biggest fan of the fact that it click locks right there, but yeah, it's also on a swivel, and the joint below it's on a swivel, and the shoulders these beast arms become the robot legs. So they have a hip, two-way hip, multiple elbows, and a wrist hinge, along with a sort of swivel at the wing. You can make him look all kinds of broken. He can flap, and he can pop his arm off. Or he can flap, and he's stop hitting yourself, Wingfinger. And you've got knees, which are elbows, and feet, which are wrists. So he does have quite a bit of articulation. I don't want to cover it all now because I feel like I'll be having nothing left for the robot mode. Because there's nothing much that actually gets revealed in the robot mode. I have them here. Here he is with Black Arachnia, Dinobot, Waspinator, I already showed Paleotrex, but there we go again. And where's Big Bad Leader Megatron? I now have to transform him, but we'll be right back after Huey Lewis and the News or something. I have to transform the other ones, so we'll be right back. So, to transform him, take off the head, rip off his wings, not there, and take off that. So you're left with this, which you then just rotate down, and there you have a set of legs. Attach the torso, rotate it down, and make sure the hands are in correct hand positions. And then you can flip up his head. And that is the basic robot mode. God, he does not look very cool, does he? He's very long and lanky and... Yep. This is Wingfinger. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that name. I thought that name was really goofy when I heard it. But it turns out that's what pterodactyl translates to. From Latin, Wingfinger. So, still sounds goofy as hell, but at least it's not a name they made up out of the blue. Let's take a look at the tiny amount of his head that is a face. Really? I he does not look cool. Even the box art has the face depicted better than this toy can actually pull off. Because you have to go really up inside there to find it. And he has a freaking the maximal symbol tattooed on his forehead. And I never want to get employed, so I'm putting a maximal symbol right there. Oh, and I guess if you want to give him his full mode, you can plug on his ridiculous backpack. And in a move known as the Rancid, you give him bone swords made up out of his body. Or, apparently it wants you to do this. Use the beast head as a shoulder-mounted cannon, I guess. Even though it really doesn't fit that well on his arm. So I'm going to leave it on his back. What is this robot mode? It is gangly as all hell. His freaking shoulders look like they should be hips. I don't know. Hey, here's Rack tonight. Here's the guy I thought was the goofiest of this version, of this toy idea. Here's the Nightmare Fuel. And here's the best one. But at least this guy's, while ridiculous in proportion, look at his crotch. Look how his torso is a stick. I mean, the rest of his limbs are sticks as well. But like he's a giant protruding crotch. Yep, definitely a toy for kids. So articulation wise, the robot mode head is on a ball joint, and this part is on a hinge. So you get pretty good motion. The shoulders are universal. They can go out that far, all the way around. You do get, that's not a bicep swivel, that's above the bicep. It's somewhere right here. But you do get a swivel at the bicep as well. 90-degree elbow. And you have a wrist ball joint, which on a swordsman character is really appreciated. So we can actually properly challenge you to a duel. His waist is articulated up here because there's nothing at the crotch. His hips, universal, also go all the way. You do get a swivel here and a bend here, a bend here, and just loads and loads of bends. It's a bend party up in here. All the bends. as long as I don't get the bends. And there's also toe and heel and, you know, swivels and swivels and swivels and forward knee, and there's a lot of articulation on this guy. But I I don't know about this robot. So let's move swiftly into the weapon modes. And let's dissect him to pieces. Sword, 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 sword. Pop. Yep. So pop everything, and even separate these. And I'm guessing just plug the hips into the head, which kind of looks like he's doing the world's worst YMCA. And apparently you have to swivel that. That is an important step for some reason. So we're doing a weapon mode. And nope, swivel it back down. So you have to take a sword and plug it into each stump. And that's basically it. That, seriously? That is apparently it. This is I'm guessing it's a crossbow, a regular longbow. And they want you to use wheeljack, but my wheeljack's on my display shelf somewhere, so here, let's use Huffer. Let's take Huffer's weapons out. Essentially, it wants you to do is that, and wait, that's not a good arm to do that on. There we go. Nope. No, neither arm. It's just the world's shittest. Oh wait, I have an idea. Is there a thing I can use? I want to put something right there. No, I would try and put it, in his hand. It kind of works as a gun. If you say rotate these barrels forward, and it's a let's say it's a bowcaster. It fell out of his hand, or he fell. Yeah, there you go. It's a bowcaster now. Gigantic bowcaster. Huffer, you are not helping me. Here, I'll give you your weapons back. Thanks, Huffer. Big bad Huffer. So, the other armor mode. So we're going to take this piece and just stretch it out, I guess. And attach. How do you attach a bird head? You attach it like that. And that's a weapon, apparently. That is a weapon. And for this, we're going to pluck the swords out. Return. I doubt you can see any of this. Return these. Stick the blades back in his feet. Which is very weird when you think about it. It's just... They cannot be comfortable. Okay, what am I doing? Just curve that. And then stick it on as a backpack. Okay. Where is my wheel jack? It wants me to do it with the... I guess it wants me to do it with Kingdom Wheeljack, the re-release. But I didn't buy the re-release. Because I have no desire to buy a second... I mean, I bought the Generation Select exhaust because it's a different character. Defensor, stay. Defensor, stay. Okay, so here's Wheeljack. It wants you to plug this like this. Yep. Actually, wants you to have the swords hanging down. And take these arms and plug them into his shoulders. This is definitely... I guess this is a flight mode. Because Optimus Prime normally has a jetpack. I guess this is just giving somebody a wing pack. Made out of bones. And here, let's give him this as a weapon. That is apparently a weapon. Made out of shoulders. Okay, so can we completely forget about that now? Forever? Good. So, overall, I sort of like Wingfinger. I'm not exactly sure how I feel. Let me get this guy into proper robot mode, I guess, for the last bit. I'm not sure exactly how to. Where are his arms? There's his arms. There be his arms. There she below. I guess if you're going for one of these fossilizers, you might want to go for the full set. The combiner does look cool. If I could figure out how to actually do it, I would be willing to show it off. I still think Ractonite's probably the best of them, at least in my opinion. Like, just like the looks, the proportions, the stuff. This guy's alright. I'd say him and Paleotrax are kind of tied. Although I put him slightly above, just because he's slightly better proportioned. I mean, as a toy, he certainly doesn't give me a boner. Forget that I said that. Take one of the. Yeah. I guess that's it. Happy Thanksgiving to you if you celebrate. I hope you have a nice turkey day. Meanwhile, I'll be at work when this video uploads because that's just how things roll for me. Maybe don't eat a pteranodon for Thanksgiving. Maybe just have a turkey or something that's actually fun to eat. That's not turkey at all, but you know, tradition and all that. So, and the fucking Americans with their Thanksgiving in what in November, in the middle of November. I don't understand. But yeah. Until next time. Keep it weird. And I'm blanking. I don't want to use the Pteranodon because I've overused it, but I just did. So hopefully I won't do another pterosaur for a while until Studio Series Swoop comes out. So I can at least build up more puns and things. Bye.